Renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And a short pickup to about the 25. The Rams and Cardinals, they met 3 times a season ago. They each won in the other's building in the regular season. The Cardinals 37-20 in Week 4. And the Rams in Week 14 on Monday night would win it 30-23. And then, of course, they would also meet in the first ever Monday night wild card game, the final game of the first Super Wild Card weekend. And the Rams kicked off their title run with a 34-11 win at SoFi. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Yards that time on the punt, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Now the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns last year is James Conner, taken down at the 42.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll fake it to Conner. Now Murray. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, Murray will keep it, and he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Pickett back to throw. Flush to his right. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. The Cardinals at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first two games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Murray giving to Connor on the option. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Six nothing our score after one. 2nd and 11. Murray going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Throwing now is Murray. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pickett sets up play action. And that one complete downfield to come. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a first down. Pickett to throw on first down. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett looking underneath. He's got Akers. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. Off
play action. Pickett. got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
To the air on first down with Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A little careless with the football. He also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. Two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Here's Murray. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins from 8 yards out, and the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken in at the 3. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
On 2nd and 10, Pickett. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Pickett. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the deep.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marquise Brown, 43 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Pickett now on 1st down. Going up top for Kupp. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And they will take over 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Davis in the slot in motion left. To throw again on second down. Pickett. His throw incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Rolling to his left. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
That's complete to McBride. He's up to the 20. Now he gets free up the left sideline. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Murray. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
McBride on the slant, and he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Pickett got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here comes Dortch on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position get. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pickett. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Touchdown! J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 35 yards. And the Rams take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Pickett will try to throw for this. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now Pickett. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Off the option, here's Akers. And he's brought down. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
And there, once he's outside of the pocket and doesn't see anything, very smart play to just throw it away. That was only 1st down. He's got a few more shots maybe. He can take it to the end zone.
Wilson, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Pickett back to throw. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40. The 20. And he's all the way into the end zone. It's so much for losing the lead with the 2 points there. This game's back to even. Every time you think you've got this game figured out, it just keeps getting wilder and wilder. And now we are tied in the 4th quarter.
Neither one of us knows if coach...
Now a hit and a loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off play action, Pickett. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Pickett. Across the middle, he finds Robinson. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Second down and goal. Pickett rolling to it. Touchdown, Rams. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Rams have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. And now it's blocked. There he goes left side. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Murray a give. This is Connor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's caught right side by Anderson. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Back to throw, Murray. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Murray to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
They'll send Brown in motion right. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They give up the middle to Akers. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Somebody lit a of fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Rams,